Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody, to Inside the Booth. I am Dan Arena,
And I'm Matthew.
and today we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian and everything that concerns The Mandalorian, maybe some Star Wars stuff, maybe some upcoming news about a Mandalorian surprise. And we may actually have a surprise guest on tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
Um, so, and he'll obviously surprise us when he comes on.
All
um,
right.
so thanks for joining us. Of course, before we get started, I want to let you guys know. Go to www.insidetheboothtv.com. Go to the shop page. Get yourself a neck gaiter, a mug. We got T-shirts, hoodies, and all sorts of stuff. So don't forget to go over there, check it out. If you like what we do here, support us by buying something. There's also another way you can support us by hitting up on Patreon and becoming a member of our page. Also, another great way to support us is just by subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, and sharing our stuff. If you guys like Star Wars, this month is nothing but Star Wars. So, enjoy this month. It's going to be great. Fantastic. Today is the 4th. Some people, OG Star Wars people don't believe today would be the, the Star Wars day, because the Star Wars day happened back in the old times, the 25th of May instead. But for those of you who love to say, May the 4th be with you. So today, welcome. May the 4th be with you. May the Force be with you. And obviously, because we love Jesus, may the Lord be with you.
That's right. So, and also with you.
And also with you. So, yes. Oh, by the way, I just want to say something that, came to my mind earlier today. Yes, George Lucas has awesome lightsabers, but you know who first started the lightsaber? It was God. God made the first lightsaber in the Garden of Eden when he threw down the fiery sword lightsaber, because, lightsabers are very hot. And they can cut through metal, So the fiery sword is a lightsaber. It shoots off light. It's a sword, a light sword. So just a little plug for you. God created it. George Lucas stole it. No, I'm joking. Anyways, yeah, we're here tonight. Leave some comments and talk to us. So we're here talking about The Mandalorian. We're going to go through probably all of The Mandalorian, what we liked, what we disliked, what we enjoyed, what we didn't enjoy, things of that sort. And then we'll just talk about other new stuff that might pop up. So, The Mandalorian. Matthew, you want to take it first? What did you think of the overall about Mandalorian? What did you like?
I thought it was great, going kind of back to the basics of what Star Wars was back when it first got started in the 70s, kind of like a space cowboy-esque kind of film, or in this case, a show. Right. But yeah, I thought it was a great beginnings again, and I was actually really happy watching every single episode of this series, which I'm not really watching a lot of shows lately, just a few things here and there, because it just seems so saturated with political crap, and I just don't have time for that.
Yeah, SJW politicals.
Yeah, I just want to be entertained. I don't want to think too much about it. I just want to watch something, be happy, and go to bed. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
That's it.
Me too, man.
That's And then I'll just and then the whole thing with what's her name, kind of squashing everything, and I'm just like, I'm out.
Yeah, Cara Dune, Gina Carano.
I'm like, okay, I'm out.
It was tough to, I mean, that made me not really want to watch a lot of Disney stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look who's popping on. Hey,
Put
everybody.
A bad taste in my mouth.
Here is our special guest today. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Nice.
How are you?
What's up, man?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Having a busy day, but able to pop on at least for a couple minutes and say hi to you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
How's it going?
Absolutely.
Good.
It's going all right.
Going well. How's it going with you?
Pretty
Besides
good.
being busy, Yeah, it's going good, huh? I saw you got some new stuff happening over there. That's cool, man. Your new social media stuff and
I got a new community over there on locals that I'm starting, stuff like that. So yeah, it's going good.
Yeah, good.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna be I guess we're just talking a little bit about the Mandalorian and some news about it. So Ryan, have you heard about the whole Cara Dune coming back, Gina Carano and stuff?
Yeah, there's a couple different levels of that. There's some people that are saying, "Oh, it's back, it's a done deal." Those people are idiots. Those people are the dumbest people in the world. But
I love it. Keep it real.
As far as like discussions or whatever, I have no doubt, because let's face it, there's been a lot of backlash, and it's continuing. Every time Star Wars posts a YouTube video, essentially it gets ratioed and it gets bombarded with Gina Carano quotes. So I wouldn't doubt that they're sitting there looking at it and be like, we may have
thinking about bringing them back.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot. There would have to be something in there, because Lucasfilm made a very declarative statement about her words and what she said, and they called it abhorrent and all these things. There would need to be a bending of the knee from Disney. I don't know if we're gonna get that, but could there be discussions
Disney
happening?
Control.
Yeah.
Could there be discussions happening? Yeah. I don't believe anything that Doomcock says. I think he's full of shit. And I think that like, even if there is truth to it, it has nothing to do with what he's saying. He's just hopping on board with the rest of the rumors. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool if she came back, but like you said, I don't think it'll probably happen.
If it did, it wouldn't happen for a while. She's got stuff she's doing with Daily Wire. So.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and the one quote that everybody's thinking it's going to be the big deal. Matthew and I talked about it a little bit before we started. Was a tweet she put out about pray hard and things will happen or something. All right,
so
along those
start
lines.
making room. Start making room for what you prayed for, because it's on the way.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, that seems like that's more of a personal thing that she's writing, so that, like her movie that she wants to make or something that's going on with her life.
She posts inspirational stuff all the time.
Yeah. She does. And, and so I don't know. I guess I don't, some of those, like you said, idiots that think it's a done deal. I don't think she was talking to them about, beautiful Mandalorian stuff. But now, did you hear that some toys are coming back on shelves? I mean,
that's part of the problem. Is that's not true.
Okay.
There have been toys on the shelves the entire time, but there have also been toys that were canceled. They were in different levels of development. They didn't all of a sudden just pull things down from the shelves. Like, they still had them up there. It was the Black Series, a couple of the Funko Pops, and a few other things that specifically people got their pre-orders canceled. Those have not been resurrected. Those have not been put back out there. These are all things that had been planned the entire time, but it's a couple people that grab onto a narrative. And they say, "Oh, wow, I found a Cara Dune thing on the shelf here. It must mean that they are doing her figures again." No, it's been for sale the entire time, because it was already made. It was already produced. You know what I mean? Like, they had already, done the die cast and all these things probably. So, it's contractual that, I assume that Hasbro has some contracts. That's why we only saw some of these things canceled and others not.
Right.
So.
That's true. Yeah. What was it, the Walmart that I'm at when the whole caboggle started happening about firing Gina Carano? I ran over to Walmart. One Walmart didn't have anything, and then another Walmart had one left. So I bought it for $14. This one here,
Nice.
and then I started seeing on the internet everybody's selling them for like $300. I'm like, what? So I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, they go for a lot on eBay right now.
Yeah. That's pretty nuts.
But it's only the ones that were discontinued though that are going for a lot, right? It was never the ones that were. So. It was never the ones that were in ready supply. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was the Black Series. I think that one you did. The Pop Funkos, those things.
Yeah. Yeah, which kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know why they would get rid of it, because she was pretty popular as a character for some people, you know. I think she just got more popular as that whole shebang went around, you know.
They definitely made her into a martyr.
Yeah, that's for sure. Kind of goofy. So, Ryan, since you're here, what'd you think about the whole of the Mandalorian? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were there some parts you did like, some parts you didn't like?
It's very typical Filoni. It's full of like these cameos and these things that are supposed to like connect it to everything else, but as far as an actual substance of the story, I think it's lacking. I didn't watch Bad Batch because I don't care about Bad Batch. I've watched a couple reviews about it, and people are like, it was really cool to see this character and this character and this character and this character. And they're like, and you know, they rewrote the canon for this character to make it fit in, but I still liked seeing him. Because it's never about consistency. It's never about continuity. It's always just about, let's get a cameo. That's all the Mandalorian is to me. There's so like, even between seasons 1 and 2, there's so little like, I feel like connection between what the characters want. I think it's a very average to below average show that has the look and feel of what people think Star Wars is. And it captivated people, because the same way Force Awakens did. People are like, oh, look at looks. It's like Star Wars. It's not filmed on a green screen. Oh, it looks like Star Wars. At the end of the day, I don't think Force Awakens holds up very well in the totality, because there wasn't any substance there.
Right. Well, that's true. That's true. No, I liked it for the aspect of the, you know, like the old Western style feel. I wish they would have stayed with that, you know, through more of the show, I guess.
Yeah, it was very inconsistent episode to episode, because they were all different directors.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Why would someone do that?
Well, I don't know why it'd be inconsistent between episodes. I mean, TV shows are all the time directed by different people, you know?
Okay, right.
That's a pretty normal thing in serialized television. As far as streaming, I guess I don't know, because these are kind of shorter seasons, but it's very common in television shows. But what's not usually common is the very distinct different feelings when different directors take over, because it's supposed to all feel like one story.
Yeah, one story. Yeah, you would think they would at least try to keep it that way, you know. Huh. Interesting. So, did you like? So you obviously have seen it, right? You've seen all of them.
I saw all of Mandalorian. Yeah.
Okay. Did you like the first season better than the second season?
I think the first season was probably a little more boring, but like structurally, it's probably a little bit better as far as plot lines and everything go.
Setup.
I like one cohesive story and like a point to everything. Whereas I feel like the second season's all over the place, and these cameos from characters, like there was one, it was just an Ahsoka episode that was supposed to be Ahsoka's introduction, and to me, Ahsoka doesn't feel like, to me, if Ahsoka saw a 50-year-old, a little baby Yoda species, and was like, I can't train him because I've seen what can happen when someone doesn't get trained right. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to go to a planet and, hey, maybe someone shows up to train him. Maybe someone doesn't. Just like leave it up to the fates like that. If you so clearly understand the problems of someone not being properly trained, but you completely shirk responsibility of that, that's so dumb. That is so stupid. Yeah. The Luke Skywalker moment. Everyone oohed and awed over Luke Skywalker. Everyone's like, this is the Luke I wanted.
Right.
Is it really? Is Luke Skywalker robotically, taking his hood down? Oh yeah, cool. He was chopping apart droids. Is Luke Skywalker robotically taking his thing down, expressionless, deepfake technology, and asking for the child? Doesn't say anything about what's the Empire doing out here? What's the Empire doing with all these droids? How did they get this ship? What are you guys doing here? Are you okay? Do you have transport off the ship? It's not Luke Skywalker. And so for people that are claiming that's their Luke, that tells you how starved Star Wars fans have been. The fact that that's all it took for you to try to forgive Disney for everything that they've done to these characters. I felt nothing for that moment.
Yeah, I thought it was an awkward moment too when watching it. I was like, it's kind of cool, but weird, all at the same time. I definitely didn't think they did a good job with the CGI on him. That's for sure.
Yeah, you had YouTubers in a couple days come up with better solutions.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
Right. Now, was that I don't know if was that actually Mark Hamill in that situation, or was that like a body double?
I know that Mark Hamill recorded lines for it. I think he was there, but I think it was a body. I think he recorded stuff with his face, and they took his face and de-aged it and pasted it on a body double stand-in. From my understanding.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Almost like that whole Superman thing with the mustache.
Well, that was just straight CGI, but yeah.
Yeah. So. That's cool. I think, like you said, other people have done better. I even think Terminator Salvation did better on putting Arnold Schwarzenegger's face on that robot than they did here.
Yeah, that was good. That was a while. I would say maybe it was a step up over that, but yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that scene, actually.
Yeah, so and that was in 2009. You would think technology, since it's getting better, they would get better at doing that kind of stuff.
But they just got lazy.
Right. Cool. Cool. So what do you recommend for Star Wars? There, Ryan. What do you recommend that we do that people get into? Because I know. In reality, Star Wars is more it's not, what is it? It's it's a thought. It's a concept, it's it's the concept of Star Wars that everybody really likes, I think, more so than, Disney did kind of screw it all up. But if you think about it, right, George Lucas, he wrote it kind of like what is it called? A soap opera, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of slow. It was kind of slow going, and the movie was just slow altogether, I thought. But obviously it's good because we all enjoy it. But I think it's more that whole concept of everything in outer space. You got the graphics, the pew pew pew, the lightsabers, I think that's what caught most people's attention, was all that other stuff.
Just the flashy stuff.
What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the special effects were obviously, breakthrough, but I don't think that I guess I would say I don't think that alone makes people go, but we also have Avatar, so that's a bad movie. But the special effects are breakthrough.
Yeah.
I think it's the idea of escapism. It's this other universe that you want to know more about, and you want to understand why this happened. You get attached to these characters who have simple motivations, yet you get to grow with them. Like Luke Skywalker is just a kid who's from the middle of nowhere that wants to. He's just a good dude who wants to go do great things and fight for people, even if he doesn't even understand what that means at this point.
Right.
And him finding his way and who he's supposed to be. That's seeing Han Solo evolve from a cool dude but kind of a scumbag to a guy who's willing to do whatever it takes to protect his friends. That's why The Force Awakens was, everyone whines about Last Jedi and what it did to Luke Skywalker, but we didn't get the same level of critique for Force Awakens when it did to Han Solo, and how it completely took his character arc back to day one that we met him. Like Han Solo in Force Awakens is no different than the dude you saw in the cantina in Tatooine. He owes a bunch of people. He owes a bunch of people money. He ran out on his wife and kid. He's a low life scumbag. Like they ruined him. They ruined him. And so like that's what it was.
No, they did. You're right.
Yeah, that's what it was for. I think why people are attached to Star Wars. If you want to know where to go from here, watch the original movies, watch the prequels. There's a ton of video games, there's a ton of books, ton of comic books that you can consume that are all great Star Wars content that have nothing to do with Disney. And I guarantee 99% of people out there, there's a lot of stuff you haven't seen before.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's true. Yeah. And then there was that, there was all, especially the games when we were kids, man. Those games are, I think, better than some of the newer games out now.
Yeah, they're 100% better. Battlefront 2 from 2005, whatever, is a million times better than the Battlefront games that EA is putting out.
Yeah.
Knights of the Republic, Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Apprentice, or Jedi Academy. Those are all superior games.
Now, even though the graphics aren't superior, what do you think makes them superior? Just the
story,
the
storytelling.
Okay.
Yeah, that's ultimately, unless you're just playing an FPS or something, unless you're just somebody who's like playing Call of Duty or playing Apex Legends or like Fortnite or whatever, these things that have no story effectively and are just, FPS type of, 1v1 type of things. The reason the vast majority of us are playing video games is because of the story. Yes. Because you have a 40, 60 hour experience where you get really down and you get to make decisions for characters. You get to live through those characters. That's why I think a lot of people that are playing specifically Star Wars types of games are playing them. I think.
Yeah, that's good. I agree with that. So how would you get some of those old games to play on newer stuff?
Like Steam has a ton of them.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, they're even doing ports. They're even doing ports to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch from a lot of old stuff. Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Academy are on there. Knights of the Republic has been ported, I believe. There's a lot of stuff out there on current consoles that's been optimized, not remastered or anything, but optimized to actually be played on current consoles. Playable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Man, I once in a while I think about that game, Age of Empires. And I'm like, man, I wish I could play that again.
Age of Empires. I don't know about that one. Empire at War.
Age of Empires was I don't know if you've ever played it. It was like a
civilization type game.
Yeah. And it was all about like the building your little civilizations and then growing into bows and arrows and stuff like that. And I thought it was always fun to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a Star Wars game like that called Empire at War. It's the same concept. It's a civilization type game. It's like gathering resources, upgrading your equipment, getting to the next level of tech, and continue to upgrade. Yeah, take over a little planet or whatever.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's
well.
cool.
Empire at War is like Empire at War was a less cohesive one. That's more about just like taking over planets and slowly getting like credits, whereas Galactic Battlegrounds is legitimately kind of an Age of Empire Civilizations clone. That's very in detailed with stuff like that. That was made a little bit before though.
Okay. Right.
But I do have to get going, guys. I had to bounce about 6:30 my time. But May the 4th be with you guys.
Yeah,
I hope you have a
good
good
I know you don't like May the 4th, but because I saw that in one of your videos.
I don't like the
May the 25th.
I don't like the fact that May the 4th that people refer to as Star Wars Day. It's not Star Wars Day.
Right,
May the 4th is a meme. May the 4th is a funny meme. If you want to do Star Wars stuff on today, that's fine. That's cool. It wasn't until Disney started really commercializing a meme that they turned it into Star Wars Day. And in typical Disney fashion, May the 4th means nothing to Star Wars. May the 25th is Star Wars Day. It's legitimately a holiday in certain cities. Cool. It's the day Star Wars came out in theaters. I think Return of the Jedi came out then, maybe even Revenge of the Sith or something as well. But yeah, May 25th.
Oh, cool. Yeah, May 25th. Well, I'll shoot you another link on May 25th if you want to come join us again. So,
all right, sounds good.
It's up to you. Yeah. So thanks for coming on, Ryan. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Do you want to put in any plugs before you leave?
No, I'm okay.
All right, cool.
Hope you guys have a good one.
All right, you too. Thanks. Awesome. So everybody, that was Ryan Kinel. He's popped on. Thank you. Thank you again, Ryan, for coming on. That was awesome. So, Matthew.
Yeah.
Let's get back to I mean, we already talked about the news thing about Cara Dune and stuff. So now I guess we can get back into doing more of like a review session of The Mandalorian.
Sure.
So yeah, that was fun. All right, so what did you think about some of that plot sessions of the whole, like all of it into one thing?
The whole plot?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole plot definitely moved forward pretty well. Just you get to see Mando. And then he goes on missions, and so then you can have different stories from the missions that he's going on. So and then you get to know more of that character during season 1. So I definitely like the plot.
Okay. Yeah, I think season 1 was, like Ryan said, I think it was better than season 2. I think it would have been nice in season 2 if they stretched it out a little bit more instead of putting all those cameos in it. All at once, I mean, they did it like episode after episode after episode, and I was like, yeah, this is getting boring. Why are we getting so many cameos all at once? But but yeah, so I think I would
member berries.
Yeah, member berries. That's right. I think I would give the plot of The Mandalorian altogether a half a point
over the span of 2 seasons. Now, if it was just the first season, what would you give it?
I would probably give it a point for just the first season.
It went down when it went to season 2.
Yeah, it did go down. It did go down.
Funny, I did not like the episode with the spiders, the spider episode. I was just like, this is a filler episode.
It was just a filler. Yeah, it was kind of stupid,
Don't care.
Yeah, and I guess Filoni was one of the X-Wing fighters in that.
Oh, was it?
Episode? Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. So, what about acting? What do you think about the acting?
I thought the acting was top notch for Star Wars, anyway. Coming back and not really liking it,
right.
But then I saw that and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, the only reason I gave it a shot is because of so many of my friends are such Star Wars fans. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
And I was watching Rebels at the time, trying to catch up with everything. So I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. So when you watch everything together, it kind of all goes.
Yeah, it kind of comes together a little bit. Yeah.
Puzzle pieces are coming together.
Right. to me, the acting, I think I would give it a half a point again. And the reason is because sometimes the acting was good, and sometimes I thought it was like just half good, like half par. Like they weren't really giving it their all in some of the scenes, you know.
I mean, I like the episode with Bill Burr, the comedian. He did such an amazing job with telling the story to like this commander and what happened.
Yeah,
to
you're
him.
right. Bill
was
Burr did a good job.
amazing. That was an amazing scene.
Right, he did a good job, and he's funny. So
yeah, he can pretty much play any part. That's what's great about like being like a comedian like him, and he can be like very serious at the same time and be responsible. So it's he has range. I think he has range as to be an actor. Like he can be really good.
Yeah, I think he does too. I think he could be really good. But for me, just half a point.
I was hoping that he would have. I was hoping that he would have like went with them when they was like, "All right, bye." I'm like, "What? No, you should go with them." That was weird. That was weird. Okay, we're letting you go. Okay, bye. What?
Yeah.
That was just funny. I was like, "Oh, he's not going with them." Lame.
Yeah, he should have went with him. Cinematography. Now, what'd you think of cinematography?
I give that a point too. That's with different lighting situations that they had, from the desert to inside. Certain green screens, okay, but overall, I thought it was fine.
Yeah. I would give it. I'm gonna give it a point too, just because they did, in my opinion, they did a good job. They didn't really use a lot of green screen, if any. It was all like this big TV screen all the way around. That's basically what they did. It's
okay.
Yeah, if you watch some of the, I don't know what you have, but if you watch some of the behind the scenes stuff, it's pretty spectacular. You know what I mean?
If you got the money, for sure.
Yeah. So that was definitely a thing that I thought was really cool. Also, I did like the whole feel of the Western feel to it, especially the beginning of the first season. So I will, so I give that a point too. What did you think about, of course, the music?
Score is very good as well. It went well with all the scenes, in my opinion.
Yes,
I thought that was great.
Yes,
and the beginning and ending, the main theme gets stuck in your head.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
It's good. It's good.
Also, I also give this a point just because I mean, Disney has money to get good musicians.
Oh, for sure.
So, I kind of like how they
the composers.
I like how simple it was. Like, for some of it, and then the epic scenes are more in depth. But I did enjoy it. And then overall, do you think that there was a good allegory?
Good allegory? I would probably
yeah. I mean, I know you can see some allegories, in each little episode or each season or whatever.
I guess you can go back to like what I said this past Sunday. Never give up on what you think is right. I think that's a main theme inside the entire series. Because he wasn't too sure. He's like, should I take this kid? Why do they have this kid here? No, I'm going to go back and get him.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, good.
That's true. He did go back and get him. He did make it look, he fought with his conscience about those little things,
Oh yeah.
Even though he's supposed to be a bounty hunter, which
right.
And but you could kind of see it in the beginning. He wasn't that mean of a bounty hunter. He didn't like just kill him off right away. He said, "You can come with me, or you can come with me as a dead body, basically. You know,
Yeah, it's just
when
business.
He said you can come warm or you can come cold, which meant
Right.
your body can be cold and dead, or you can come while you're nice and warm, still alive, and just come with me. So I guess he had a little bit of a conscience there, you know, not wanting to kill them.
Right.
I mean, obviously he put them all in carbonite, but
Oh yeah, because when you went to the bathroom, what are you doing?
But you know, I mean that whole deal was hats off to Boba Fett, you know. Hey, carbonite, you know.
Right.
Mandalorian carbonite.
Shout out.
That's right. I'm kind of glad that they brought Boba Fett back. That was cool. Especially the old Boba Fett suit with the sequel Boba Fett, the prequel Boba Fett, not the sequel, the prequel.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. That's right. Where do they come up with these names? Anyways, that's all right. But yeah, I think you're right. The whole, you know, giving
which you see. I mean, you kind of see that lacking in films in the last, like, I want to say maybe 10 years. Maybe like independent films might do that, but your mainstream films, I haven't really watched that. It's more of just superhero movies. There's, okay, I can't relate to Superman at all, so I don't care. He's probably going to win, and credits. That's it. That's one of the reasons I don't really like that much of superhero movies, because of that. But
right,
because I mean, people want to go to see a film, they want to relate to something and get attached to a character because they probably see, if they know it or not, something inside them that's kind of similar to what they're seeing on the screen. So I like that whole thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
I mean, in the 90s, was it 90s, early 2000s, you still had like family movies. You don't really see family movies anymore. So it's like, okay, let's go see a superhero movie. Oh, my dad or my mom's never going to be like these superheroes because they don't have powers. Like, you can't. You can't relate to that.
Right. So you can. So let's go back to the allegory. You do give it a point.
Yeah, I give it to the point of, like, I haven't seen something in a long time that actually, like, I'm going to do the right thing.
Right. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it a point.
It has some of that in there, and some like redemption issues and stuff like that, and looking for somebody to save someone.
Right.
He's looking to give the kid away, but he wants to make sure it's someone
the
who's
right
gonna
person.
Take care of the kid and save the kid. So
it's the right daycare.
That's right. That's right. So I guess I'll give it a point too. I mean,
okay.
I mean, if you watch Star Wars in a whole, George Lucas was all about faith. It was all about faith and doing the right thing. Gosh, what did I see recently?
I haven't watched the movie that you sent me yet, because I'm like, 4 hours. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I gotta do like in segments of an hour.
Yeah. Oh, it was that movie actually. Zack Snyder cut. Batman would keep telling Alfred, I got to do this, and Alfred's like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Why do you want to do this? What makes you want to do this?" He says, "Faith. I have faith in it. I think it's gonna work if I have faith." So, I mean,
that's cool. I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
Is that in the beginning or middle?
Yeah, it's all over basically.
It's somewhere there.
It's somewhere in there.
I've heard nothing but good things, though.
Right? What you could do? You could watch you could watch that in segments. Like up until it says part 2. And then just kind of wait until the next day, and then you watch part 2, and then watch part 3 the next time.
There you go.
Because it does cut it. It puts a black screen and it says part 2 such and such, or part 3 such and such.
Oh, it does.
So it's almost like a series, like The Mandalorian would be, but it was all filmed together, and then put together as like a whole movie. But there are like parts 1, parts 2s, So
here's the intermission. Oh, I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
Right? Intermission. Hey,
wow!
Get up, get a snack.
Exactly.
That's funny. So overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Overall, we give The Mandalorian in a whole 9 out of 10 points.
Nice, and that's for the overall seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So whenever 3 and 4 come out, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's right. If we want to. It all depends.
Small
because
little
the
word.
Cara Dune thing it made me not want to watch Disney much.
Well, even what's her name, Kathleen. Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care about what the people actually want to watch.
Yeah, honestly, and even with unfortunately with Marvel stuff, the WandaVision and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's not as good as the movies. They kind of they put some of that SJW stuff in there. They put some of that left leaning.
I don't care.
It's just
don't care.
And you know what's funny to me is
like Hitchcock never did that, man. I don't.
Yeah, I know, right?
Care.
You know what's funny to me? Okay, this is way off subject right now, everybody. But what's funny to me, is that if you look at the Falcon, the Winter Soldier show, the Falcon and his sister look nothing alike. Yes, they're both black, but he's a lot lighter skinned than she is. She looks like she's Haitian black, not African American black. Okay, so when you put that together, I honestly think these white men who create this stuff, they think black people all look the same. It's not true. They don't look the same. Why did you cast these two totally different looking people to be brother and sister? Just because they're black, it doesn't mean they look the same. It means that, they're
right. Well, that's on the casting
features,
department.
just like white people. I mean, a black person living in a black community, he would probably look at a white person and go, "Oh, they all look the same. White people look the same," but it's not true. Same with black people. It's not true. I lived in a black community for quite some time up in Orlando, Florida. When I lived there, man, my eyes became open to see a lot of stuff, so I was able to see all the different shapes and the different things to make them look different, So black people are not all looking the same. So if you are a creator and you're a white male and you want to virtue signal, do us a favor and at least find people that look like they could be brother and sister in a show or a movie. Don't just go, "Oh, you're black. Okay, we hire you guys because all black people look the same." It's not true. So there we go. That's my small little rant that I probably shouldn't have put in here, but I did it anyway.
You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really? Yeah, that's
remember that?
I do.
Member berries.
That's fun. So altogether, you know what? I still enjoy if they do come out with these toys again of Cara Dune. I would love it.
Is that the one that really worth $300? You need to check that out.
Yeah, it was like 200 something. Some of them were eBay. Cheaper. Some of them were more expensive. It all depends on who you were.
If you should find those rare things and then sell them on eBay, and then then David can be like, "Oh, then now you can get a new computer." You just kind of
struggling with this. I want to get another one just like this. I kind of want to send one to somebody, but a part of me just doesn't want to give this one up. But who knows? Maybe I should. Maybe I should give it to someone. But whatever. anyways, if you're out there watching and you have a Cara Dune character still in the box and you care about us here at Inside the Booth, send it to me so I can send it to somebody else.
Pay it forward. Nice.
That's right. Pay it forward, everybody,
That's
because
good.
I don't want to get rid of mine. You know.
Oh boy.
Anyways, I probably will get rid of mine. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, The Mandalorian was a good series at the time. Things are a little different now. You know, hopefully we kind of go back to some kind of normalcy in this world. This upside down circus clown show is getting to me.
I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that probably for the last 10 years.
It's enough already.
Any of my friends, they're like, "Oh, Matt keeps saying about the clowns."
That's right.
And in the clowns.
So whenever I think about all this stuff, you know, the clown show, the circus that we're living in, I just want to say basta. Because basta means enough already. Enough of this. BS,
and you got to tell how you got to tell the story of how you got that word.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't need to share it publicly.
Aww.
But I know it'd be fun, right? So, anyways, everybody, thanks for watching the show. It was a fun show. We had a nice pop-up special guest, which was nice, which I'll put in the description below. All his stuff after, you know, I have to go back and edit it, but and then I'll maybe edit the thumbnail and put his little face up there. Again, thanks, Ryan. I don't know if you're still watching, but thank you again for coming on the show. It was fun. Good to see you again. Next time, maybe we can go a little longer. Or at least be able to pray with you. But we will pray for you tonight when we get off. And thanks again for coming on the show. Matthew, you got anything to say? Why don't you tell everybody where people can find us?
Yes, all right. So we are on YouTube, Facebook, Browsely, Gab, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. Then check their website at insidetheboothtv.com.
That's right. Boom. Don't forget to find yourself a mug. I don't know. I might put the red ones on also. Oh, I also got a cool other thing that I made. So far, it seems to be working. So I might put it on the the shop to sell it. So let me go grab it and show it.
All right.
So Matthew and I were talking a while ago about me drinking a soda in front of the camera and not having to, you know, advertise for the soda company. So I just got some cozies, and there we go. I put the logo on there. It's a little shiny. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So I put the logo on the little cozy. It seems to be doing okay. I might have to try it a different way because I don't know if this will hold up with the decal, because
the red and black is nice.
It is nice little mix-up color. The only thing I'm thinking is I might have to get one of those heat transfer printed on a heat transfer and then put it on this. Mm-hmm. Instead of using what I have the decal water slides, which I don't know if it'll hold up. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Right. But we can try. Maybe I'll start using it and see how it works out, and then I'll put it on the shop if it does. So
cool.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So everybody, go to the shop, get your mug. If you want a red mug, let me know. It'll be a specialty that you can only order through email.
Nice.
Yeah, and check out the shop page. don't forget to support us. We also have, if you don't want to become a member to us, you don't care to buy merchandise and you just want to give us a one-time donation, you can also do that on the website. There's a donation page, so go check that out too. So anyways, thanks for joining us, guys. God bless you. Remember, may the 4th be with you. May the Lord be with you. And God was the first one who had a lightsaber.
That's right.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.